Let's see, what do we got in here? We got fidget toys, we got sliders, and come on. Purple stuff, purple stuff, purple stuff, purple. Aha, here we go. This is the purple stuff I was looking for. Welcome to xero.style. I am your host, Xero, the cyberspace hero, here this week with the brand new Datacrew Pimpin' Purple X-Pack pouch. This is the What a Junior pouch from Datacrew, and I've got this thing stuffed to the brim to show you. I've got a full kit. Not everything's purple, but I've been trying to be thematic in this episode. I hope you're ready to check it out, because we're just going to dive right in. Starting with the pouch itself. We've got some beautiful purple X-Pack, the Datacrew's PVC logo, YKK water guard zips on all of our edges all the way around, a full web field of patches. We've got a stretchy elastic section right here. You could put a carabiner or something like that. It also works when the pouch is unzipped. They hold the two halves of the pouch together like this. Doesn't exactly stretch once it's here, but yeah, because the two sections of the zipper are connected right here in the middle. On the interior of this pouch, we've got another little web field section here, and then two pockets on this side. Over here, we've got some lovely stretchy elastic, and then another pocket behind that. And then on the exterior, as we already saw, one more pocket out here. And on the patch game this week, we've got a sweet purple themed selection. Starting off front and center from Casa de Legmo Design, their new Hacker's Password patch. Love, sex, secret, and God, allegedly the four most common passwords according to that sweet 90s movie. From Castle Grayscale, RIP. We got the No Luck All Skill Purple Game Boy Advance. From Stacks and Antiquated EDC, we've got the Super Nintendo stack with a Super Nintendo, a regular Nintendo, okay. That's a power tower I've never seen before, but that's definitely a cool pixel patch. From Team Weekend Warrior, we got a Jazz Solo Rage Cup with some purple stuff, and my own Xero one-liner graffiti style patch, still available on my website. As well as on the interior of the pouch, once again from Casa de Legmo Design, we got that Hack the Planet, and then a Workerman Peak Phantom coming out from that keyhole from the Halloween set back in the day. Alright, so that's the patches that I've got on this pouch. Where would you like to start with the gear this week? What do you want to see first?
Pocket trash!
Pocket trash. Okay. My buddy Brian made me this. This is a one of, I think, 10 Pacific Northwest Toast Company purple stuff toast. This is handmade purple rag micarta from an old t-shirt Brian had. Titanium on the back. And then it's got a mix purple, turbo glow, and ultim in the middle of this delicious toast sandwich. The little spots here where the stacks are combined together, as well as the lanyard tube, are also ultim. And then here is the toast maker's mark. This is going to be one of the last times you're going to see this, because Brian got a new stamp and it is totally rad. But yeah, that's the brass maker's mark on this guy. So the story with these is they are fidget toys. You put them on your finger and you spin them around like this. There's not much else to them. They look cool in your photos, they're interesting, they're conversation starters. There's nothing more to them than that. You certainly would not want to put them halfway on your knuckle and use them as like some sort of palming device. No, you would definitely hurt yourself and wouldn't want to do that at all. Brian always tries to make the beads out of the leftover material in the middle, so we've got some turbo glow, some ultim, and then on the bottom some of that purple rag. And then he decided to use a stretchy thing this time on the lanyard. I kind of like to be able to grab it with your pinky and your ring finger and give it a little stretch like that. I don't know, I dig that. It's not something I ever thought of doing, so kudos Brian, it's a cool one. These things are just fun little fidget spinners. Throw them around, take photos with them, play with them. They're just anxiety tools to help you deal with your nervousness. Grip them, squeeze them, punch them, slap them, flip them, turn them, spin them, whatever you want to do. Pacific Northwest Toast Company, Toast. You got to get in his Facebook group if you want to get one of these. The only way that these are public, unless you buy them on eBay in the aftermarket. Got that guy slid right here on the split divider. Over here on this side, let's go knife next. This is my custom Spyderco Mcbee. It was anodized by Titanium Finishing Company. On the back side, I've got an OEG EDC keystone bead with the matching call this the gradient splash anodizing. The Mcbee is one of my favorite knives. It's just so versatile for being such a tiny little thing. This guy is a titanium frame lock. It's got the Spidey hole that you all know and love. It's easy to deploy with your thumb. A little trickier to get with your ring finger, but you can do it. This one does not have jimping on the back side, but you absolutely still can index finger flick this thing open. But 9 times out of 10, I use my thumb to flip this thing open. Because it's a frame lock, it is very nice and thin. Because it is a Mcbee, it is also very small. It's got some height to it, so it's going to take up a decent amount of space, pocket size that way. But it is very thin and very small. It's got a wonderful, dirty... If you have watched my videos before, you know that I always forget to clean my knives before I do the videos because I don't plan my videos out. I literally just take my pocket junk and show them to you in a video. Whether I like the title or not, I am kind of an influencer and I'm showing off junk on the internet, but just want to tell you, it's just the junk that I actually use. I love that Wharncliffe blade profile on this guy. It's a perfect straight edge that comes to a nice piercing kind of tip. There's a spot right here for you to put your finger on the top and rest as you do your cuts. Definitely the kind of craft knife or box cutter type knife that you need all the time. The Spyderco Mcbee, it's a great little knife, but it is small. I wear size small gloves, and without a bead on the back, you cannot get more than like a 2.5 finger grip. Put a bead on the back here, and you've got a full grip that makes this knife absolutely ambidextrous, usable in both hands, no matter how you want to grip it. It's perfect for that. Now, closing on liner lock left hand is a little tricky. My lefties know. Spyderco Mcbee, anodized by husband and wife, OEG, EDC, and Titanium Finishing Company. The knife in the pouch this week. The little split divider thing here, you kind of just slide that guy right in there like that, push him in, let the bead hang out, you got a spot to grip. Now I had the flashlight out because I was using it during the toast part, but over here on this side is where I keep the flashlight on the other half of the stretcher divider. This is the RovyVon Aurora A4 USB-C rechargeable flashlight in titanium with a Plague and Justin Coke Sacred Terror skull bead, also in titanium. This is the size of a AAA battery. It's got one button on the front, one USB port on the back. It's got spots for trits if you want to put tritium vials in here, and then a lanyard tube. That's it. They come with clips and stuff like that if you're a belt clip person, but if you put them in a pouch like I do, you don't need that stuff. These things have one button, long press it, and it goes into full max lumens turbo mode. Let go, and it turns off. Double tap it, it goes into memory mode. Whatever brightness you were at last time, it's going to just bring that right back up again. I think this is second to highest, then there's turbo, and oh, third, that's turbo. Okay, now we're all the way down to moonlight, which is like 1 lumen, and then we stepping it up in brightness all the way up to the max, and then back again. Long press it, the light turns back off again. That's it. If you triple tap it, you can go into SOS mode. I think it's 5 taps is lockout mode if you want to keep it locked in your pouch. I never do that personally. The tiny little USB port here has a little plastic cover on it that allows it to be not IPS waterproof, but definitely waterproof. I've got these things wet a number of times in my pocket, in the rain when you're using them, and they've all been fine. So yeah, the RovyVon Aurora A9 Pro, one of my absolute favorite flashlights in the pouch this week. Slide that guy right here under that split divider next to the Made in America branding here on the inside of this pouch. Now we're going to get back to what's going on the back side of this pouch. We've got 2 items here, and they go together. As far as tools go, a screwdriver is the #1 thing that I need personally as a computer nerd on the regular, and then bits for said screwdriver. So this is my EDC screwdriver combo right here. This is the Silex Gear Fix, a full aluminum EDC screwdriver. And then I've got this Flexi PVC case that I found on Amazon filled with hardened wiha bits, and then a couple of extra bonus bits that I found that are some specific sizes that are important to me in this world. This is a Phillips 000, which is really hard to find. That's like eyeglass size. And then on the other side right here, we've got the smallest standard I could possibly find, 8/100ths. I can barely even read it, it's so tiny on the side of this thing. These little things here kind of have a diamond shape, just like the bits do. You line them up so the diamond is in the right spot, and they slide right in like that. Very easy, it's flexible, and it's easy to carry a bunch of bits. I have a full set of the standard, Phillips, a couple of square bits, though I never use them, but I fill it out with this, and then a whole array of different sizes of hex or Torx or whatever you want to call it. These all use the same size bits, so they work great with the screwdriver that I carry. Again, this is the silex gear fix. On the side here, we have 4 bits on either that are magnetized. Just kind of slide them up here in the front and they come out. You can see that magnet inside. If you slide it down, the bit that's in there won't be able to make its way past that magnet. Now on the front, there is just a spot for a bit. You can slide it in there, screw stuff, and be done with your job. But if you need a little bit of extra length, on the back side of this screwdriver, we have got this. This is just a traditional 1/4 inch bit extender. Go ahead and put your bit into that magnetized, then the other side into the front of the screwdriver. You've now effectively doubled the length of this screwdriver. Finally, for those really tough to wrench screws, here on the side we've got one more spot where this bit driver fits. From here you can get some serious torque with a fuller grip on the side of this tool. I don't think I've ever used it more than once or twice ever, but it's cool that the screwdriver is designed for you to be able to do that. So yeah, this is my favorite EDC screwdriver. Just gonna grab one of these bits here out of the other side just to show you. They're all 1/4 inch bits that fit in this set together. Screwdriver. It's the EDC tool that I personally need all of the time beyond a knife and a flashlight. It's a little bit tricky to get the bit kit back in here, so I normally put it in here first, kind of separate it out a little bit, slide it over to 1/2, then go ahead and take the screwdriver. It goes in nice and easy on the other side, just like so. Now that's what's inside the pouch. I've got one more little thing to show you with this pouch. Zip zap this thing up. Here on this front section, I'll be honest, this is not the easiest section of the pouch to get stuff in and out of, especially when it's a big sized thing like this, so you kind of got to work it. It'd probably work out better if I took the stuff out of the pouch, but I wanted to show you with it full and all of the gear in it, you still can get things in and out of the front. Zoltar speaks. This is by a brand, I guess you want to call it, called Daisomatic. This is a project that was funded on Kickstarter a while ago that I got down on. I've been waiting quite a while to get this thing. See here on the back, their logo, and then some fancy red sparkliness on this. Beautiful Zoltar artwork itself on the front. The 2 windows here that are actually going to tell you your fortune, and then the button that you press. It really has a super smooth spin. If you press it easy, it goes just a little bit. If you really press it hard, it really spins. And if you press it right, it spins for a really long time. Still going. Still going. Still going. Still going. Still going. We've got all the momentum in the world. Now I'm just going to let go at this point because it's just going to go back and forth. There it is. Now, I'm not big on dice, I'm not big on fortune tellers, but this just was really cool. A credit card sized fortune teller kind of thing. That is a reference to that movie Big. That was cool. I love arcade machines, and I've actually seen a Zoltar before. I didn't actually get my fortune right because it was way too expensive at that arcade, but my biggest gripe with this thing is the sound. The little wheels in this thing, yeah, they kind of spin and you can hear it in here. So that's kind of a bummer. And I've heard that it's not just mine, all the Daisomatics are like that. But these are cool. If you don't want to carry a whole set of dice, they make these with numbers on them for playing board games or tabletop games or whatever, and replace your dice with a spinny card like this. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I got in on the Kickstarter because I wanted to show it to you because I thought you might enjoy it. So, Zoltar. All right, let's ask him a question, right? Zoltar, is this video going to get more than 10 likes? Not the best outlook. So, Zoltar is a liar from what I have seen in my experience in the questions. I asked him if I was going to die the one night, if I was going to be able to do something. Both those things didn't come true. So, prove him wrong and hit like on this video. I hate begging for likes, but that's the joke. That is the pocket, pouch, patch, whatever, the EDC junk that I've got on me this week, minus the hank, because I was using it to clean the knife and I forgot about it. This is just a purple and green hank from my friends over at Damn Hanks on Etsy, which I don't think they even exist anymore. It's just a bunch of satanic, cutesy imagery in green and purple, because we're doing green and purple this week. That thing lives in my cargo pocket, so it's just where it is all the time. Anyhow, if you want to order some stuff from Datacrew, everything but pouches is 15% off if you use my discount code, XERO15. Get yourself some sweet stuff from datacrewla.com. Full discount code from me to you. All of the links to the things that I've talked about are down in the description. If it's an Amazon link, it's an affiliate link, which gets me a tiny kickback for your referral with no extra cost to you. Also, real quick on the fit check, how sick is this fucking Siverus Maze NV t-shirt? Their logo is just the most brutal grindcore nonsense I've ever seen in my life. This sick-ass maze on it. Both sleeves with both their logo and the record company, and then the logo from the album artwork on the back. Purple stuff. Well, that is the video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like. It's a free social currency here on YouTube. I think that today was a pretty good day, and I hope that your day is better than the day that I had. So, have yourselves a good one, and I'll see you in the next one later on. Oh, are you ready to see a video about how I built this completely customized 3-player light gun arcade machine yet? Because lots of video footage and just need to take the time to edit, you know, how I built this thing. Later on.